Hello, 7th grade. This is Miss Whitman. I am making this video to explain to you your assessment for Learning Target 16. Learning Target number 16 is I can explain how a cell or microbe structure is related to its function. Now, what you're going to do for this assessment is you're going to create a few characters. One of your characters is going to be a superhero character based on a cell type of your choice. So you have gotten to take a look at a bunch of different types of cells from a bunch of different types of organisms in 7th grade science. You get to choose one and make a superhero based off of it. Your second character that you might make is either a friend or a foe, so either a sidekick or an enemy of the superhero based on a microbe of your choice. Now, for both of these, there's going to be a little bit of research, a little bit of pre-planning. So there is a document available to you to help you with this pre-planning. What you're going to do is you're just going to kind of go through and add some information into this. So for the first part, you're going to decide what cell you're going to do. So cell type, that's what you would write in right here. You get to decide their superhero alias. So what are they going to be called? What is their thing? And you're going to kind of base that off of what the cell's abilities are. So what kind of things does that cell have about it that make it able to do its job? What kind of things does that cell have about it that makes it different from other cells? You're going to have 3 things for that. And then this bottom part is, what does this cell actually look like? So this is going to give you some initial ideas about what kinds of superpowers you're going to have for your cell, what kinds of structures you might have for that cell, what kinds of things that you can put together to make a really nice superhero. The microbe part is very similar. You're going to write in what your type of microbe is. Now, this does not have to be a super specific species of bacteria. This can be kind of general. What is important is that it's either helpful or harmful, and you are explaining why it is that. Why is this microbe helpful to your cell? Or why is this microbe harmful to your cell? There has to be some kind of connection between the cell and the microbe. What is it? How is it helpful, or how is it harmful? And then last, another little, what does this microbe look like? Because you are going to be creating this character as well. You're going to want to have some ideas of some structures that the microbe has. Now, I will come back to the 4 and 8 in just a moment. Some resources that you have available to you are also this kind of template. This is my cat. You are able to put a couple things onto your template. So one of those things is the name of your superhero. So you're going to have some options for how you put this together. This is available to you however you'd like to use it. If you would like to use it in a way that's different than how I've used it, that is perfectly fine. There are some copies that have some pre-drawn in little superheroes in there that you could choose from. There's some blank ones that you could choose from. If you choose to just start from a fresh white sheet of paper, that is perfectly fine as well. Now, the way that this was made was meant for that the superhero name goes up here, your name might go in here. You're going to draw in what your superhero looks like with those traits that you described earlier labeled. You also have a similar thing with your microbe, and then their kind of story together down here. Connections between the cell and the microbe. What is their story? Now for right in here, this little action bubble, this might say VS. This might say versus if it's a one against the other. Or it might say and if they are buddies, if they are sidekick and superhero. For an 8, if you are looking to get an 8, you are adding a new sidekick. In order to get an 8, it says down here on the rubric, your side character, your microbe must be a harmful microbe. Because for an 8, you are adding in a sidekick that is either a type of treatment or a type of prevention for your superhero to help overcome, to help destroy the enemy, to help destroy the microbe. So similar thing, how does it help the cell do its job? If you're choosing something like a vaccine, what do vaccines actually do? How would that actually help your superhero with their job? And then what does it look like? You can pick something like the packaging that it might come in. You can pick something like what it actually looks like. This is up to you. Your overall rubric, in order to get meets criteria, you have to have at least 3 traits that reference your chosen cell. You need to have a microbial sidekick or nemesis slash enemy with connections to the superhero cell explained. This is what we are grading. We are grading whether you have that information here, here, and here. We are also looking for color and effort. If you're going for that 8, you have a third character added in, so you'll have a total of 3 characters on your page that combat the superhero, the added character to combat, and that third character represents a type of prevention or treatment.